Alright, people, so I'm here with your Raw review, and the shittiness just keeps on going. Another show here that sucked. So, let me just get right into the review here. We have Vince McMahon and Roman Reigns coming out to cut a promo to begin the show. Nothing that substantial happened here, nothing too good. What happens is you get, Vince McMahon gets pushed down by Roman Reigns. So then Stephanie comes out with a bunch of cops. And, she's like, arrest Roman Reigns. And then they threaten to arrest Stephanie and she didn't even do anything. Yeah, right off the bat, they start off with the illogical bullshit. Right off the fucking bat. Roman Reigns pushes over an old man. And then Stephanie just is talking. She's not even touching anybody. And they're like, oh, we're going to arrest you if you don't stop. She's not doing anything illegal. What the fuck is that? So what happens is Vince puts his hands on one of these. I thought they were just security, but apparently they're police officers now. So he puts his hands on one of them, gets arrested. So that makes sense. They just ignore the fact that Roman Reigns pushed over Vince McMahon, and they take Vince McMahon into the slammer. That makes no sense at all. And this whole arrest angle wasn't that good. It's been done before. It'll be done probably again in the future. It's like, we just saw it with Stephanie getting arrested too. It's not like it's that good, alright? So, calm down. It's not that good of angle. It's not original, it's repetitive, and it's not that entertaining, alright? So overall, a pretty shitty way to start off the show. And it doesn't get any better with the second segment, where we have Neville defeating Kevin Owens in about 30 seconds. What the fuck was this? What the fuck are they doing? Kevin Owens, the man who just beat John Cena like 6 months ago. He just beat him in his debut match. Now he's jobbing out to fucking a jobber who's like Neville. What has Neville done? Nothing. He's losing to Neville. Are you fucking kidding me? How embarrassing is this if you're, Kevin Owens? I would be very embarrassed. Or even Vince McMahon. You made this guy beat Cena and now you're jobbing him out. What the fuck are you doing, Vince? So that was depressing to see, just to see that happen, to see somebody with talent, who's got it all. He's got, your fucking promo skills, he's got wrestling ability. Oh, he doesn't have a great look, does he? Oh, who the fuck cares if he's a fat ass? Unless you're fucking jerking off to the fucking wrestlers, who the fuck cares what they look like? Alright? Who cares if they look like Brock Lesnar? Who cares if they're a fucking fat ass? It doesn't matter. It matters how they produce in the ring. And Kevin Owens fucking produces in the fucking ring. And he can cut a fucking good promo too. So just shut the fuck up. I don't get why people make a huge deal. Oh, he doesn't have a look. Who the fuck cares what he looks like? Jesus. It's ridiculous how much people freak out about what people look like. Oh, well, he's got a good look. What? Why does that even matter, what he looks like? Jeez. So then you got Owens, beating up Neville afterwards. Whatever. Ambrose, of course, comes down for the save. Oh, just same old shit, nothing good. So 0 out of 5 stars there. Just a fucking stupid segment and stupid fucking match. Then we have Sasha Banks defeating Becky Lynch. Just a fucking... It was a long match. It had a few good spots in there. If you go back and watch the match, it was long, but it did have a few good spots in there, I thought. However, there was some slow spots. There was some botches, so it wasn't great. So, I thought it was alright. So, yeah. But the problem is with this show, they had a simultaneous live event in Pennsylvania during Monday Night Raw. So there was no Paige, there was no Dudleys, there was no Wyatts, there was no Charlotte. Your Divas champion wasn't on the show. So therefore, you had no progression of a future Divas title contender. You had no progression of the current storyline. So that's great. That's great. You fucking... What the fuck are they thinking? Again, another illogical thing done by this company. They do a live event during Monday Night Raw in Pennsylvania so that some of your top guys on your fucking roster aren't even there. What the fuck? They could have done this live event any other time of the year, but they chose right during the middle of Monday Night fucking Raw. What the fuck are they thinking? Stupid. Like Ryback said, he fucking hits himself and says stupid. He should have done that to Vince McMahon, stupid Vince McMahon. You fucking put a live event right during Monday Night Raw. Stupid Vince McMahon, right? Yeah. So that was dumb. But anyway, the match was all right. I'm gonna give it 2.5 out of 5 stars because it was all right. However, it's a Divas match. The fucking storylines were awful. So therefore, this match really served no point. It didn't accomplish anything. So then we have Kalisto defeating Kofi Kingston. And here we go again. The New Day fucking loses to fucking, or a member loses to Kalisto. I thought that was a horrible decision. The match was actually pretty decent. It was a decent match. It was short. Like, these guys are both good technical lucha wrestlers, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. So why don't we give them like 10 or 15 minutes to wrestle? Just have a good fucking match for once. But we can't do that. We can only afford to give them fucking 3 minutes. I thought Raw went to 3 hours so we could have, longer fucking matches, or, we only have time to give Kofi Kingston and Kalisto 3 fucking minutes. Oh, we had to save time for that Miz TV segment, or we had to save time for that fucking Big Show Ryback match. Yeah, very important to showcase those. You couldn't give, fucking Kalisto and Kofi 10 minutes. It's fucking ridiculous. So, yeah, pretty short match. I'm going to give it 2 out of 5 stars. There was some decent wrestling in here, but, it was slow. Not slow. It was short. And it was fucking... It just didn't feel important. It felt like a fucking jobber match. So... But then that leads to another match here. We got Big E Langston defeating Sin Cara. And here we go again with the 50-50 booking. Oh, we win one match, we lose one match. And therefore, nobody gets built up. Nobody becomes a star. That's and they love this 50-50 booking. They've been doing this for, very heavily, especially in the past, 3 months, ever since Rollins got hurt. They love 50-50 booking where, one person wins and then that person who won loses next week. Nobody gets built up that way. You have to consecutively build up wins so people get higher up in the card. It's common fucking sense. This even Stevens booking isn't going to build anybody up. It's just going to keep everybody at a mid-card at best level. So this match was actually pretty decent though. You had fucking Sin Cara taking a brutal ass spot there where he was hit off the ring apron. His foot was pulled and he landed on his shoulder. It looked like he got legitimately hurt. But then he managed to pick up Big E Langston on the top rope and do a rolling senton to him off the top rope. That was fucking really cool actually. So all in all, not a bad match here. I'm going to give it 2.75 out of 5 stars. Was actually pretty satisfied with this match. Wasn't expecting a good match, but actually got a pretty decent match here. So can't really complain too much, except about the fucking 50-50 booking. Then we have Miz TV with just a bunch of jobbers. This is not even regular jobbers who are on Raw 50% of the time. These are jobbers who are never on the show, like Zack Ryder, R-Truth, Heath Slater, just walking on out there for no fucking ass reason. So then they all gather together and they're having a jobber party or some shit like that. And then you have the Big Show just come out and beat everybody up. Just pointless. What is this accomplishing? Nothing. It's totally pointless. Why are we even having Miz TV anymore? He is such a fucking jobber. Get him off TV if you're not going to push him. You're just embarrassing him by putting him in some ridiculous ass attire, costume, whatever the fuck you want, wardrobe. His wardrobe is ridiculous. So anyway, that was just dumb. And then that leads to a Big Show Ryback match, which just ends in Big Show walking out. Again, another shit ending. A year or two ago, they were very obsessed, I think, with they used to have a lot of people just walk out of the matches, just leave for no reason. The heels would just walk out. I'm pretty sure they had that once a week almost, where somebody would just, on every Raw, at least once a week sometimes, where people would just walk out. They did that a lot. Maybe not once a week, but they did it pretty fucking often. And it was annoying. It was dumb. It was stupid. And I think they're bringing that back, I think. I think they did that last week, too, where somebody just walked out of the match. And they did it this week, too. It's so dumb. It's so pointless. It's so Unoriginal. It doesn't accomplish one damn thing. So this is an awful fucking boring ass match here with an awful ending. 0 out of 5 stars. Then we have a 6-man tag. And you know when you see, Michael Cole, well guys, we got a huge 6-man tag match upcoming on Raw tonight. That's just the worst when you hear Michael Cole say that. He says that probably at least every other Raw. 6-man tag match tonight, and in me, I'm like, oh shit. First off, it's not as bad when he says, oh, it's coming up next, because, okay, get the boring shit out of the way while I still have some energy and my attention span's still there. But when he says, oh, it's coming up tonight, then you got it in the back of your mind. You know you're going to have to put yourself through 10 or 15 minutes of just boredom. Or at least I know I got to, because I watch every part of Raw, because I review it. So I know I sometime coming up here in the next hour or two, or 3, because it's a 3-hour show, I'm going to have to put myself through 10 or 15 minutes of boredom. Because I cannot remember the last time that they had a quality or even average 6-man tag match. Like 90% of them are probably 0 out of 10, 0 out of 5-star matches. It's ridiculous. These 6-man tag matches are the most boring pieces of shit I've ever seen in my life. They're just awful. They even started doing boring chants during this. They were doing the wave, which isn't a good thing. They might try to turn it into a good thing and say, oh, everybody's having a good time tonight. When they're doing random ass chants and they're doing the wave, that means they're bored. That means they're bored out of their fucking minds. That's not a good thing, people. When they're doing the wave, all right. That doesn't mean they're having fun. It means they're fucking bored. All right. This should all be a wake-up call to Vince McMahon. The ratings dropping, the fans chanting boring, the wave. Is Vince waking up to the fact that his company has a major ass problem right now? So yeah, this match was just awful. You did have one good spot in the match, actually after the match, where you had Owens powerbombing, who was it? Neville, was it? Or Ambrose through the table. That was actually a very good spot. Other than that, though, the match sucked. I'll give the match 0 out of 5 stars. But yeah, the table spot was good. Then we have the main event. Who do we fucking have? We had, I can't even I usually I just write main event on my fucking iPad, and I can, fucking recall. But I mean, the main event wasn't anything good. You had, Vince McMahon, of course, returns from jail. You had fucking, of course, Roman Reigns out there too, and you had fucking Cena returning. You had Del Rio. It was just not good either. You had fucking Cena won. He beat fucking Del Rio, or he did beat Del Rio, but DQ ending, of course, another fucking retarded ass ending. So you had Cena coming back. Oh, Cena's back, and like nobody really gave a shit. It didn't even feel special. So Cena comes back, and the match was boring. We've seen this match a million fucking times. Nothing special here. And the last time Cena returned in 2013, guess who he faced? Del Rio. Ho! How dumb. How dumb. This tells you how much they keep recycling the same old shit here in this company. So yeah, the match wasn't anything good. Of course, you had interference. And then, of course, Roman Reigns comes out to save the day and just starts beating up everybody again. And, just beats up like 10,000 guys and doesn't even get touched. It's so ridiculous how much they're putting this guy over. And, people are saying this guy's over. I heard a lot of boos in his first entrance, too. When he came to start off the show, I heard a lot of boos. So, yeah, this show was, again, depressing. As I was saying, my phone ran out of battery there. This show was depressing. It was filled with a bunch of shit. You had, like, one decent match. And I'm just so tired of, same old shit. Of course, Cena returns. Nothing good with Cena returning. I thought he would win, but he lost via DQ. It just was a disaster of a show, Just so tired of the same old shit, with Reigns and Cena, and, Sheamus is awful. He is so horrible. So, I don't know, man. It's just this company keeps going into shit, and this show is just an example. The last Raw of the year was just an example. It kind of wrapped up, just kind of a summary of how WWE went in 2015. Probably the shittiest year, at least since I've been watching. It was awful. An awful year, an awful way to end the fucking year. With fucking Cena coming back. Oh, Cena's back. At least he's better than Roman Reigns, though. But again, they'll probably put Reigns over Cena, too. So there you go, people. Raw sucked. I'll give it a half star out of 10. Because there was one decent match on here. But overall, it fucking sucked again. So there you go, people. There's your Raw review. Sucked fucking ass. So there you go.